to Let's Play Gran Turismo 2, episode 111, or 111. Anyways, so we are officially halfway, pretty much, through Toyota, and we now have just 2 events remaining, as we have the Altezza Cup and the Yaris trophy that we need to get through, and officially these of course are notably our final 2 one-make events in this game, as we are heading of course over to the penultimate one, which is the Altezza Cup. And obviously gonna head over to my home page, and I am going to switch over to my Altezza. And the reason why I bought this one is because, well, it's cheaper. And ultimately, we of course are now going to head back over to Toyota to officially get on with that event. Without there obviously, being the contemplation of engine upgrades, because I'm sure I will need those as well. So putting on the racing chip. Also furthermore, that's actually not bad for a power range, because the computer chip actually gives 9 horsepower. Well, 5 horsepower is okay, considering I believe that's all I really need. But still, is this thing an NA? Oh, it is an NA. Okay. So, a natural aspiration engine officially. Although, just because I want to have a nosy, I'm gonna see if it comes with a turbo. Oh, okay. So apparently it might be this car can have both engine tuning and turbo tuning. But I think I know precisely what I'm going for, and that's obviously the turbo. And... oh, okay. No racing intercooler. Never mind. But I think I have all I need for the first race, and that is the Altezza Cup. So 5 grand if we can win the first race, and 7 grand if we can win the second race. Let's see how we do. Because I'm keeping in mind that obviously I'm racing in black, and... oh, okay, we're going to Laguna Seca. Very nice. We shall head over there right away, since I pretty much have all the tuning I need. I think I made a good choice. And shifting into second so I can avoid the inevitable wheel spin, as that is precisely what I have prevented, and already I of course am up into 3rd position. As I'm just having a little bit of a slide there, but more or less able to keep this thing within my grasp, and already in just a space of 2 corners I am up into 2nd position. And even though I may be playing the less superior PAL version of this game, effectively, I will admit, the PAL version does have its positives over the NTSC version. Because there are some positives and there are some negatives. But that's about all I can really explain, unless I do research on knowing what is better about the NTSC version over the PAL version. But again, it still doesn't change the fact on how amazing this game still is, for a game that is very much over 2 decades old now. Considering obviously this game was originally released in late 99 and already it's pretty much still early 21. where most of us are still in self-isolation from COVID. Or at least that's probably when it will be by the time this video is uploaded, as I am now already up into the lead and officially heading under the Firestone Bridge now for the second and final time here at Laguna Seca. And I have already opened up an interval. And everything at the moment is actually going pretty well. As we now head up the hill into Corkscrew. For the second and final time, defending the inside line. Oh, got a little loose there, but managing to catch it on the exit. And briefly being overtaken, but managing to get it back. As I am now already heading up to the final corner, covering the inside line and also blocking the outside as well for good measure, and we are on the straight. They're keeping up with me pretty good, but it won't be enough. I emerge victorious once again at LSR. Laguna Seca Raceway. And also furthermore, we had some Lexuses in this field as well. So half of us were driving Toyota Altezzas, and pretty much everyone else was driving Lexus IS200s. So I might have anticipated there would probably be some IS200s in this field, considering Lexus itself on brand is basically the American brand of Toyota. Because Lexus is basically to Toyota what Acura is to Honda. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that was our first race, and ultimately in the end, in spite of me getting a little loose on the exit of Corkscrew, I was eventually able to catch it, and at the end of that second lap I still won. Regardless. So one race is done, now we need to do the racing mods for the second race. And just because I have a feeling this AI will be pretty good for the second race, I'll put on the turbo kit, just in case, and I'm also... pardon me. I'm also going to put on the sport tyres as well, because they may be needed as well, just so I can get a little bit more grip through the corners. And also going to put on all 3 stages of weight reduction, because it is racing mod time. To this officially being the completion of our penultimate event at Toyota, as well as also being our penultimate event in the One Lakes. Oh, I do like that one. More or less the same. Nope. Don't mind that one either. That's okay, but yeah, I'm going with this one. Don't care what anyone says, I'm definitely going with this one. And just for personal reasons, I'm gonna put on the rims anyway, so I think I'm gonna head over to Bridgestone for this set, see if there's anything suitable I can put on. too thin. Well, let's just have a look through and see what there is. I actually don't mind the BBSs. I actually don't mind BBS. But again, just because I'm gonna be different. You know what? I haven't been to Dunlop that many times, so I think I'm gonna head. So I think instead I'm gonna head down to Dunlop. Yes, I will go for these ones. And officially, it is now time for us to head over to our second race of the Altezza Cup. Yeah, just had to wait until the events screen popped up, but anyways, it is now time for our second race of the Altezza Cup, as well as also officially being the completion of our penultimate one leg event in this game. And oh, we're going to Grand Valley. That is an very nice choice. And officially I have everything I need, so hopefully we shall win. But we'll just wait and see. And the reason why I went for this one is because, well, I like to include variety into these events. And that's basically what it is I've done for this. And it is Grand Valley Reverse, as I should probably mention. And already I can tell very well this thing definitely handles better through the corners than the previous one did. But anyways, I am now up into the lead. And it has only been officially around about 5 corners, I think. There's a witch. We're now heading across the bridge and heading through the second tunnel on the reverse course. And just getting a little bit squirrely there, but managing to keep this thing in good conscience, like I should. And also furthermore, I think this is probably beige, and for some reason to me personally, I do actually like this shade of beige. At the moment, of course, I'm doing quite well. As we now head through the hairpin to completing our first lap, as we are now going to start our second lap. Here at Grand Valley Speedway Reverse, as it is also the full course of Grand Valley. And to me personally, this is actually a good pick. Considering I do consider Grand Valley to notably be the primary circuit of all things Gran Turismo. Because, you know, it's high speed, it's a fun track, and obviously it's a track you can very much get used to in a short span of time. Yeah, I think I've said all I can say about Grand Valley and why exactly I like this course so much. But yeah, it is nice to head to different courses. As of which, coincidentally, after this, we have just one event left in the one makes, and then we will have officially completed all but one event in this game. So, getting through the corners now, and officially, it looks like at the moment we are more or less on course to another victory, but we shall wait and see. So, heading through the hairpin in my very much camouflaged Toyota Altezza, well, beige and grey Toyota Altezza I should say, and heading across the finish line, and there we are. I win! And also furthermore, one of us was driving an Altezza 280, so two of us were driving the Lexus and four of us were driving the Altezza. Even though one of them turned out to be the Altezza 280T, so I'm assuming that's the tuned variation of the Altezza, but anyways. So the gap from first to second, over 6.5 tenths, and the gap from first to sixth overall, over 1.5 seconds. Which is pretty good. Especially considering I don't really have that many shots at Grand Valley. And I have a feeling it'll give me some reasonable shots, methinks. But anyways, I am now saving the game, and of course, I also have to save the replay. Because I just do. For clickbait. Because that's just the way I do it. And yep. I need to remove one of these and... oh, still not enough. Moving the top one and... 111. Very much one of the emergency numbers in the UK. Dialing 111. But yeah, there we go. Oh, I love that livery. Still, that is a nice livery, especially if it's in beige. At least I think it's in beige. But there we are. So, the Altezza Cup is now complete. And officially, we now have just one event left, and that is the Yaris Trophy. Or, if obviously you are playing the NTSC version, that is also known as the Vits Trophy. But anyways, so we are now officially 97.26% complete with this game. And we have just one event left in the one makes. And then after that we will have completed all but one event in this game, which I shall show in the end of the next segment. So, there is the Altezza Cup, and next time we shall be doing our final one make event in this game, which is the Yaris Trophy. So until then, stay tuned for more Gran Turismo 2.